Hello, YouTube. Okay, so the new Doctor Strange trailer dropped about a week ago, and now I'm going to talk about it. So this is kind of an odd choice for Marvel to go with. I mean, out of all their superheroes, Doctor Strange. I mean, I'm not complaining, I just think it's kind of weird. Like, they have so many cool superheroes when you get on the big screen. Cloak and Dagger, Moon Knight. But nope, the superhero that we need to see is Doctor Strange, the guy who's been adapted in many forms on TV. So, yeah, why him? I don't really know. Maybe because they found the actor that they really liked, which is Benedict Cumberbatch, who was awesome on Sherlock. Um, or maybe they finally have the technology to be able to do some really unique things with the concept. Maybe they finally have a story in line that they like. I don't know. There could be any real reason. But even though the superhero does have a lot of fans out there, it is still kind of obscure. So before we talk about the trailer, I do want to talk about the superhero himself. Now, the best way to do this for me is talking about his origin. Now, he's his whole story starts off with a gifted surgeon who was mainly gifted in his hands, seeing as they never shook, unlike mine right now. Um, and his name is Stephen Strange. Yeah, his real name is Strange. Who decided that were they like out of last names in this place where he got his last name, and then they were just like, oh no, we telling Strange. Hey, that's it. Let's go with the name Strange. Like, really, how they come up with that name? But now he's pretty much a very gifted surgeon, but not that much of a great human being, as he was very egotistical and even would turn down patients if they didn't have a big enough checkbook. So, kind of a douche. What kind of revenge does he get here? Well, what goes around comes around, and one day when he heard about a way to get more money, because clearly he didn't have enough, he goes and doesn't even notice the slippery conditions of the road, and he goes off to try and get more money, but does slide off the road, which severely injures him, and he does get assistance, but he can never be a surgeon again, seeing as his hands have now become too shaky. And they even offer him a job as a medical consultant. Turns it down because his ego can't take it. Again, douche. So he spends most of his money and he even becomes a drifter to try and find a cure. Most of his friends, the few that he had, they pretty much have all turned their backs on him, and he's pretty much alone. Now, one day he hears about the Ancient One, a wizard and healer who lives in the Himalayas, and he thinks that, well, he can fix his hands. So he sees this as a perfect opportunity, and the last one he's got, so he uses all his money to go to the Himalayas to try and find the Ancient One. Although he does get lost, but he does eventually make it, where the Ancient One turns him down. Doing awesome there, Strange, doing awesome. But eventually, Stephen does form a selfless act, the first one he's ever really committed, and that, for some odd reason, gets the Ancient One saying, yeah, okay, I'll train you now. I mean, I won't heal your hands, but I'll train you. I mean, like, really, what? Like, what made him decide to do that? I never figured that out. Like, all of a sudden, he's just like, well, you performed one selfless act out of your whole entire selfish, really douche-like life. Well, think that you're ready to be trained? Like, really, where's the, again, thought process? There was none. So, after years of training, he eventually becomes the Sorcerer Supreme, also being called Doctor Strange. And this one's actually a doctor. What? Go figure. So after all his training is done, he goes back home to New York, where he becomes a magical consultant. Does that pay well? Can I become a magical consultant if it means I'll become one of the Sorcerer Supreme? How much does it cost again? I have to ask. Seriously. What type of job is that? Just him being like, no, 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 you don't perform the spell like this. No, you perform it like this. See? That's how you do it. That's where you're getting everything wrong. Like, really, what is that job? But, so, over the years, he gets tons of villains. The one that I think that they're gonna have in this movie being Nightmare, which I have seen before, and if they do have this guy as their villain, which it seems like that's the direction that they're headed with the actor choice and the makeup design, then I'm all for it. So now let's actually talk about the trailer. Now that you guys know a bit about this guy's history, um, wow. Okay, so a lot is happening in this trailer. Now, for one, I can tell that they actually are going to be following the origin. You wanna know why? Because they do show bits of him being a surgeon and the car accident and his shaky hands. And I really do love seeing that. That is a great little reference that they put in there. They're not too fast, they're not too focused on though. They're just the right amount, saying, hey, we know our origin, we know this guy, we know about what he's been through all these years, we know about this character. We're going to try and do his origin right, but we also want to have some fun with the idea, in which is where most of their all around insane sort of stuff that happens with magic in this trailer, and I just love it. Now, the idea and concept of magic is already one that has great use for possibility, and they really do exploit that here, and they have fun doing it. Like, just with a bit of this trailer, you can tell this is going to be fun. Um, so, yeah, this trailer, though, it did kind of remind me of Inception a bit, for obvious reasons. I mean, come on, they had the cities folded like that. That was awesome. It looked awesome. I love how they're turning the rooms like that. That looks incredible. I really cannot wait to see some of this magic being used, because it just looks awesome. Now, for Benedict Cumberbatch himself, not enough to say on his performance yet, because we've only had like 2 lines from him in this trailer. But the rest of the acting that they just showed through a visual looks pretty good. Although there is one thing that surprised me. He's using an American accent. That's not Sherlock! What are you doing? I mean, really, American accent, why? I really don't get it. American. The point? What is it? I don't... Okay, well, he's doing an American accent. Don't really know why, he just is. So, the Ancient One here, they've changed the gender to be a girl. Don't really see the point in that, but okay, have fun with that. I don't really like this actress. Like, I've seen her in Lord of the Rings and Constantine. Not a big fan of this actress at all, but I don't know. Maybe she'll surprise me and have a good performance in this. Like, maybe all her bad performances that I've seen her with. Maybe she'll make up for it in this one. I don't know. They do have the Ancient One's apprentice being shown, whose name I forgot, who does become a great enemy for Doctor Strange, and cannot wait to see how this guy's gonna do. He looks pretty good in this trailer. Actually, it looks like the character. He sort of seems to be more like a teammate to Doctor Strange, which seems a bit interesting. Or it's going to try and do the Anakin Skywalker approach or something, except for one that doesn't suck. Like, really, I'm interested to see where that goes. Again, all of the magic just looks amazing. They keep on flipping things, they're having astral projection, they're having buildings being put on top of each other like Inception. They have all this awesome stuff. It looks incredible. I cannot wait to see what they do with that. And yeah, so outside of that, there's only like two more things I want to talk about. The Eye of Animoto, which is a movie prop that I made, but I do not have around right now. I need to finish it. That I was kind of hoping to see like a few seconds of. Like that would have been pretty cool to have seen a little bit of the Eye of Animoto. I would have been completely for seeing that. Would have been awesome. But yeah, we didn't get to see it. Okay, they're just saving it. I know they're saving it. And his costume, we get to see a bit of that. I like how they keep in the original look for what they were showing. I've seen the set pictures, which have sort of been leaked online. I've seen those. It looks pretty darn close to the costume. I do not have my customer with me. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay, but yeah, it looks pretty close to the original, and I can't wait to see how they do it. I do see the Eye of Agamotto there, so pretty happy about that. The movie looks good from what they're showing. No real tell for sure, but from what we got from the cinematic universe, and what I know about this character, which isn't that much, but I do know a good bit. Like, this is a very heavy crossover character. He's crossed over a lot with other characters. He's sort of like a Daredevil who crosses over a lot too. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with him. It looks pretty cool. Benedict Cumberbatch. Don't know about the American accent, but outside that, the acting looks fine. Don't like the actress who's playing the ancient one, but I don't know. Maybe she'll do good. So all around, it looks pretty cool. And there's not really much to add to that. So yeah, bye.